My journey with music started in childhood. Honestly, music was just a way for me to express. It was a creative outlet for me to be able to express how I was genuinely feeling without feeling judged or restricted, or limited. I didn't really have a safe space of expression growing up. I was in solitude a lot. And in those moments of solitude, I would just listen to music, I just would put my headphones in. I used to have like a little iPad, the little iPad Nano, the little clip. I loved that iPad Nano because I just had all the songs that I could fit on there and I would just play them and like literally ignore the world. I would be in a whole completely different space in my own world, my own vibe. Those are the moments that I really was able to like process a lot of things that was going on with me. And those also led to just like inspiration for me to act in other creative outlets. I wrote poetry before I ever wrote a song. So I would listen to music and write poetry. I would listen to music and like doodle or draw. I would listen to music and take pictures, like music really was like a form of like therapy and expression for me. So it's been very important. It's been a very big deal. It's been a spiritual experience for me ever since I was a kid. And I always imagined as a young girl, like literally like being on stage singing with a band. Like I always imagined that since I was like 7, 8 years old, playing Disney Channel songs, singing along with them, have little pianos and little tennis rackets acting like they guitars. Like I imagined and visualized it ever since I was a kid. So I'm sure my inner child is overjoyed at the fact that, I'm actually doing music and putting out my own music now, which is, I think, a beautiful full circle thing. So yeah, I mean, and really, as far as even just getting into music, I started doing music around summer 2019. I think that's the first song I wrote, like for myself for real. And it just felt like a calling. It's like I was doing things the traditional route. I went to school, got my degree, got the job, and, all that. But it's like life just always through signs and little synchronicities there and there. And also like the fact that I was just like always surrounded by creatives, like literally even in high school, middle school. Like I was in band in middle school. I was in chorus in high school. I didn't even choose that class. I was just placed there when I moved down to Atlanta. Like, so I was just always put in a creative space, even when I wasn't necessarily choosing it. And I just like some of my closest friends and one of my closest friends, still one of my best friends to this day. Like he was an artist and literally went to one of my other best friends. She became an artist. Like so many people around me were either artists or producers or engineers. And it's just to the point where I was like, okay, I want to do this. Like I'm surrounded by it enough to where it's inspired me to want to do it. So that's how I even really got into just wanting to do it professionally. I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to do it. And I kind of just jumped in and did it and started doing it and just took off from there. And it's been a beautiful journey ever since. There are some highs and lows, I feel like, to any journey. There's definitely been some trials and tribulations. I feel like, speaking on the positive end, like some of the best experiences that I've learned, that I've gathered from doing music is just literally like connecting with the people, performing or playing my music and somebody coming up to me and telling me like, oh, I know you Jenne, or someone reaching out to me, telling me how a song really impacted them and really helped them, or how they listen to my song every day, or, that's like the most beautiful thing about music. I've had people from all types of different walks of life. I had people from Africa, from the South America, from Germany, like from the UK. Like I've had so many people all across the globe reach out to me telling me how much like they love my music and how my music has impacted them or helped them like get through a bad day or help them feel better. And that means just knowing that I can connect with people, on that kind of level really means the world to me. So that's like, I feel like the most fulfilling part of this experience, just being able to connect with others through my art, and other people resonating with the art that I'm putting out. Like that's the dopest thing. I will say to just also keep in mind that music is a business. I find that my worst experiences in the music has been when it comes to like the music business aspect. People just either trying to some meeting people who aren't really, they don't move in proper integrity, and they see a potential and they make it seem like, they really want to help you and support you when they're really just trying to, get something from you. Or especially as a woman, I've had multiple instances where, several different men and women have tried to reach out and collaborate and connect on a music tip, or at least they made it seem like that was the intention, just for them to, really be trying to get in my pants or trying to get me to go on a date on them, So those are probably my worst experiences as far as dealing with the music, just the manipulation tactics that some people are willing to go to, So I would definitely say, as far as any advice, keep your boundaries firm. Maintain strong, healthy boundaries, men or women, but especially women, because it is a male dominated industry for the most part, as far as music, not even just R&B, just music, period. And a lot of men will try to impose themselves upon you, or they get into the power struggle game and they'll try to, you know, assert their power or their control over a situation over you because they want something from you and you might not be willing to give it to them, But don't feel like you have to operate out of integrity. Don't feel like you have to throw away your morals. Don't feel like you have to do something that you really don't want to do. You don't have to do anything that you don't want to do. Okay, this gift, music, it's a gift. Okay, it was God given, and God is not going to put us in no situation where we have to compromise ourselves in order to express our gifts. So don't feel like you ever have to compromise yourself, your integrity, your morals, your values in order to exist in your highest expression of your gifts. You don't, So stay true to yourself. Keep it 100 at all times. Stand 10 toes down. And just keep creating, keep going, keep pushing. It's all going to work out and pan out. You're going to become exactly who you need to be when you need to be. So don't force nothing. Have patience, have grace, have compassion, and everything's going to work itself out. Jenne loves y'all. Mwah.